Hello. Hi, my name is Devon Ferriera. I am presently employed by the Walt Disney Company, where I am head of marketing and strategy for the fashion group at Disney Consumer Products. So I should state, full disclosure, that I'll be leaving that post in about 10 days. And so all of the opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the mouse. Rather of me.
Hi everyone, my name is Vyara. I'm Director of Marketing for Aldo. I'm really excited to be here, so if some of my answers are not as well thought out as I wish they would be, please hit me up on Twitter thereafter and I'll try to correct my answer thereby. And all of my answers are also my own, and my lawyer is sitting right there.
Okay, well, I'm a little intimidated already now.
I'm John Fahrner. I'm the CEO of Boombox. Boombox powers real-time social experiences for some of the world's best brands. I've been around for about 10 months, but prior to that, I have a lot of experience around consumer internet and e-commerce. I was with Zappos.com, early employee there, and more recently I was the CEO of Moxie.com for 2 years. And my opinions are definitely that of my companies, to a fault. One and the same.
I'm Macala Wright. I'm the founder of Factory Marketing Me and the digital innovation group Why This Way. And of course, you know my opinions are all mine. And I will share them. So thank you so much, Wendy, for introducing.
I'm not worried about opinions from this panel at all. Okay, so the first question has to do with Facebook. And the question is, how have you used Facebook to engage with your fans and your followers? It's pretty basic.
Okay, so I'll jump in. So we've tried to engage with them in a variety of ways, and the one that we found to be most successful, I'm jumping ahead here, Wendy.
It's okay.
Is really something that we called Footwear Friday, and what we found, and it's kind of strange that something as simple as someone in the office taking a photo of the latest style that they're wearing in and around the office is the one that's getting the most likes and the most comments especially. So I think that it goes back to what a lot of the people have said throughout the day, give the customer what they're looking for, and we found that something as simple as Footwear Friday has been a really simple and effective way of engaging our customers.
Oh, okay. A lot of businesses that I've been part of, and a lot of our clients, they often look to Facebook first because that's usually where the most bodies are, and most fans there versus Twitter or other places. The problem is not all content works that great on Facebook. And to give you a concrete example, we powered the Titanic in 3D red carpet event for 20th Century Fox a couple weeks ago. And they sort of had this live video running in our application with the real-time social interactive layer on it. And they had it in 3 places simultaneously. They had it on a microsite, and they had it through embed code so other partner sites could put it up on their home pages, and then they showed it on Facebook. And out of the 3, Facebook actually got the least engagement. However, once they posted photos from the red carpet, like immediately after the event, of Kate Winslet and stuff, they were getting like 25,000 likes per post. So I think it's a great way, Facebook's a great way to add life to content in other places, but you gotta make sure that the format is correct, right? Versus trying to fit everything on Facebook. That's not really the way it works. But there's a lot of ways you can make it the front door into things, or you can make it sort of a follow-up place where content, albums and things like that can be posted in timeline.
I think John has led to what we found, either from an editorial standpoint or also a brand standpoint, is creating behind-the-scenes, insider look photo albums. The #1 best performing content for any brand that I've worked on, or even our own Facebook page in terms of FMM's content and articles we come out with, are when we do pretty picture galleries. They are big, we put them in sequential order, we put blurbs and things across each one, and we get more views and likes, which then drives comments when it is just things that are very simple, visually appealing, and don't have a lot to them. Brands, we've built very complex apps with cool real-time integrations and streaming, but they're on a tab. They're hidden unless they're made the front page of something, and they really seriously underperform. So when we go back, aggregate all the content from Instagram that may have been coming through something that bloggers are live tweeting at New York Fashion Week, or we're part of an influencer campaign, and we put them into cohesive stories and then put them into a chronological order, they have had the most impressive conversion rates in terms of Facebook engagement and interaction. Because mind you, only about, as I have always lovingly learned from you, because I'm not going to steal it, only about 15% of your Facebook audience is seeing anything you're putting up there at any given time. And honestly, you want your Facebook content to have an average of a 1 to 2% conversion rate. Otherwise, you're going to start getting dinged by Facebook in terms of content relevancy and spam. So photos work amazingly well. And also from on the B2B editorial side, anytime we're talking about the latest hottest technology like Pinterest, we get comments, we get shares, and then we see a direct correlation translated into the original article wherever that lives. We recently did a post with Vyara on a life of an Aldo PR girl. We fed it to Facebook, we fed it to Pinterest, and then we wove it through all of our Twitters, and within about 37 minutes it had 1,116 visitors and views directly to where it lived on FMM because of the way we put the photos together and then the way we synchronized the content across social platforms. It went amazingly well, and we were very, very surprised about that. Most of that driven by Pinterest. So Facebook, in terms of engagement, think of it as a 2 a.m. infomercial. That's why Footwear Friday works so well. It's like, ooh, look at your shoes, girl, or ooh, look at your nail tips. Don't write long thought out posts. Don't think that Facebook is the epitome of video, because it does not perform as well as very simple, digestible content.
Yeah, I mean, for us, Facebook's an interesting platform, right? Because if you think of who's buying our product, we have what we call a 4-eyed consumer at Disney, which is obviously a lot of our product is geared towards children, and mom's making the purchase decision in the majority of cases. So Facebook, if you think of the community that's on there, you know, it's 13 plus ostensibly. So we've got to cater to the mom half of that equation, but at the same time, we have to provide, you know, enough information that we can engage them with. So I don't think we've necessarily cracked the code on how to best utilize that platform. Where it does work well for us is in terms of using it as a vehicle to inform people about things that we're doing. And so we use it more as a communications sort of publishing channel, for lack of a better term. Not to say that that's necessarily the best use of it, but for, you know, the fanboys and fangirls out there who are huge Disney fans. So that's one of the challenges. The other challenge is, you know, if you think of the types of products that we do, it's everything from Iron Man to Princess. So it's not like we can say this is the, you know, this is the size and shape of the consumer that lives on our Facebook page, because we're trying to communicate across age segments, across brands. So there's a lot of different stories. And so when you're faced with a situation like that as a marketeer, you're better off keeping the message very simple and not trying to get too complicated. So that hampers our ability to drive engagement around the Avengers or something else, because you can't go too deep into that thread, because then you start to lose everyone else in the conversation. So it's about trying to remain relevant across the board, at least on the Facebook channels that we're managing now, and all the Disney consumer product stuff is on Disney Living. But you know, I think Facebook is here to stay, and obviously so are we. So we'll hopefully figure that out more as time goes on.
Okay, so kind of continue the conversation.